It's been the best DSE by far for us. It was always an important show for us because our integrators and all of our partners are here. But this year what stands out to me is that the end users are here, the ones that will actually sign the checks to make these digital signage projects a reality. And so I'm so encouraged by it. We were joking around yesterday, we worked about as hard as we've ever worked at a booth. Our booth was busy nonstop. Love the show. It keeps getting bigger and better every year. Digital signage, as I look at it, and as we were talking about some of the questions earlier on today, was it's tough because it's a fragmented industry and there's so many parts to go into it. We make the mount. We're one part of it. We need to find a partner that can bring all those things together. One of the things that I see that when a digital signage network or a project kind of fails is because there's all these moving parts together and there's not one person to put them together. So I would say one of the big things is making sure you pick a good, strong partner that can bring all those pieces together: the mount, the TV, the content, the software, the cables. There's so much to go into it, and you really need to have a general contractor or a partner that can bring all those things together to make sure that there's success in the rollout. People come into our booth often and not even sure what we do, and picking a mount, although it might seem pedestrian to them or they don't need to think about it, it can certainly make things go wrong awfully quick. You get out on site, you have contractors that need to come back extra days, spend extra money, so you want to be making sure you're picking a mounting solution from our side of it that gives them adjustments and make sure it looks. The back-end infrastructure is not the sexy part of it, but it certainly helps make sure that your rollout goes successfully. The video wall product works on one plane of adjustment, which allows for non-torquing of the screens at all. It's micro adjustment. It really saves you time and money on the install. Shipping in March here, and people can't wait for it to start shipping. We're a pro channel. We're selling through the channels. We're selling through dealers. We're pushing the demand for our product, but our lifeblood is definitely through the dealer channels and our partners. We're there to support them. They're what makes Chief Mount Company such a great company, and they are our feet out on the street for the customer. Big things are training, is our website, trying to just be the easiest company to do business with. When it comes to a mount, we need to make sure that it's right. They need to make sure that they're specifying the right one because of the vast mass of screens out there in the industry and different mounting hole patterns. That we make sure that we're respecting the right product for the digital signage to be a successful rollout. The stories where I see that something goes wrong, and especially counting from a mount side, is when they get out on site and don't have the right solution there. They've not done a site survey, or something is a gotcha. You got guys out on site working overnight in a retail environment where the store needs to be up in the morning. So planning is the biggest part of, I think, a successful rollout. And again, I go back to having a partner that makes sure that they're bringing all those things together to make sure they work right. So those are the kind of the worst case scenarios where you have a crew out overnight trying to get a retail environment ready for the morning, and the wrong solution is there to actually get the screens up and mounted. We don't talk necessarily about content, and that's what the customer definitely sees. But what we need to do is make sure that we get the content in the viewing angle of the customer. Less than 3 years ago, if you wanted to do a video wall, it had to be on a wall. But you come into a retail environment where you may not have a wall, you may need to hang it from the ceiling, you may need to do it from the floor. So our job as a mount company is to get the content in the viewing angle of the customer and to make sure that it looks good and looks presentable and looks nice. 10 years ago, it was good enough to have a screen up on the wall. Now, we believe that it has to blend into the environment. People are looking for bigger, multiple displays. That's kind of the buzz this year. Multiple displays, video walls, menu boards, and making sure that you're picking mounting solutions that can make those look presentable and great. Make sure that they're on a level plane to make sure it blends into the customer for the customer's experience.